Big NBA Wednesday. We got 8 games to be breaking down here, looking at some of the best plays for no house advantage of their pick'em contest. We try to take home that $5,000 first place prize. Hey, give us a like, subscribe, keep up with all of our shows, our DFS offers, our giveaways. Once you do subscribe, hit that notification button. That's going to give you alerts when our shows go live. We're also available on your platform of choice for podcasts, and you can help us out. Leave a 5-star review. Pete McCarthy here for Stokastic DFS. So what are we looking at tonight at No House Advantage? We've got 3 NBA contests to choose from. We're looking at the $15,000 slam dunks. This is jacked up a little bit with the entry now $15 instead of $10, but that also means there's more money in that prize pool. Be a little more evenly distributed with still a $5,000 first place prize. You could also go to the finger roll, $5 there, $1,000 to first place. What I typically see, and you can check this out at about 7 o'clock Eastern time, with it locking at 7:30 Eastern time, or at the very least, that's when the contest starts. You can't get in anymore. I typically see the smaller stakes contest not fill up as much as the bigger stakes contest. So keep an eye on that tonight. That's one of the big advantages of playing a no house advantage, is taking advantage of the overlay that we see, and it's going to be Trae Young. 3.5 3-pointers is the line here. We're looking at the under on this. The projection has him just above 2 3-pointers tonight. 86% chance coming in on the under here. And this is something that Trae has been doing for much of the year, where the 3-pointer just hasn't been there as much for him, and certainly not as much recently. So with that, we could look to get under here. He's been at 3 or fewer triples in 83% of his games this year. He hasn't hit 4 triples in a game since December 21st. So looking at close to a month now since he has done that. He hit 7 3-pointers in that game. So when he's right, he's capable of obliterating this number. But that just really hasn't been the case overall this season. So we're looking to play the median, right? We're looking to what is happening most often. What's the most likely result here? And our free projections at Stokastic estimate this as an 86% chance of being the under on the 3-pointers. I tend to like to play under on 3-pointers. It's not my favorite thing to play in general, but the under is relatively safe when you see that kind of gap in the projection, right? We're talking about 2.1 to 3.5. And again, you can check out our free projections over at Stokastic.com for no house advantage. It'll help you out with the pick'em contest, as well as if you are to play versus the house. And let's tell you a little bit more about that in case you're new to no house advantage. First of all, use the link below, sign up for no house advantage, and you get up to a $100 deposit match. So you put in $100, they're going to give you another $100 to play with. And again, you can play in these pick'em contests. You can hit for tonight in the NBA up to $5,000. There are much bigger contests throughout the year. And you could also play versus the house, where you're looking to put together over-unders, various props. You combine them together. Let's say you try to get 5 out of 5. You can hit for 20 times your entry fee. Again, I really like the pick'em contests, and what I'm looking for is that overlay. And that's something I'm always checking out every night when it gets close to lock to see how that's looking. We make it super easy for you. We've got free projections, free estimates of a guy is going to be over or under. It updates in real time because, as we know, in the NBA, there are going to be some surprising scratches. There are going to be some guys who don't play, who need that rest, and then it makes it very easy for some guys to get over their number or under their number, whatever it might be. So I'll always be sure to look at that stuff. And then if you see a lot of overlay and you want to mass enter quickly, we actually have optimal lineups that you can just download and then upload right into No House Advantage. So it'll allow you to mass enter. I mean, you can put in 100 lineups in a minute with the way that it is set up there if you so chose. So you can check that out as well. All right, next pick, we're looking at the Indiana Pacers, a familiar one. We use this one quite a bit. Tyrese Haliburton, the 3-point line here. I mean, just 1.5. We could get over on that. Haliburton, I mean, he hit 10 triples in that one game last month, but more importantly, he hit at least 2 triples in 7 straight games. So he is consistently over this line. You look at this season, 79% of the games he's played in, he's hit at least 2 3-pointers. We have him projected for 3 3-pointers, 87% chance on the over. I'll say this again and again. I don't love playing the three-pointers, give you 2 3-point selections right off the bat. But with Haliburton, this one has been there all year. I've played it probably like 10 times already this season. I don't know why it just stays at 1.5 3-pointers when he's so consistently been over this line. Again, about 79% of the time, or it is 79% of the time he's been over. We project 87% chance being over tonight. So, look for Tyrese Haliburton to hit those 2 triples and boom, you're cashing in, and you can put this one in a relatively high spot in your lineup tonight. If you play DFS as well, be sure to check out our lineup generator over at Stokastic.com. Again, making it super easy for you to build lineups for whatever contest you're in. If you want, just the best lineups using our projections, pure value. Let's say you're trying to win some cash at a cash game, we have that for you. If you want to try to beat a GPP, you need to be a little contrarian where the projection and the ownership is low. You can play that way as well, depending on your risk tolerance, and this will build lineups for you. You could put certain inputs into it to help you out and build it exactly how you want. And again, just a huge game changer in terms of saving time, building a lot of lineups, and most importantly, building lineups specific for the contest that you're in and the strategy that you want to impart there, because you don't want to be too chalky in these big GPPs where either you're splitting with everybody else or you have a lot of competition at the top because some of these guys are over-owned. If you could find those guys that are under-owned and you pick up that leverage on the field, you're going to propel up the leaderboard if those guys go off, and this will help you find those players. It is a tremendous tool, and it's included when you sign up for DFS packages at Stokastic.com. Next up, we're looking at Myles Turner, the teammate of Tyrese Haliburton, and we're looking at the rebound number for Myles Turner, which is a little bit high, 10.5 rebounds. We're asking a lot of Myles Turner with that number, so we're going to look at the under here. He's been under in 5 straight games. Not expecting like some crazy pace as the Pacers are dealing with the Knicks tonight. 8.4 projected rebounds for Turner tonight. So this is a big-time under. I do like playing the under on rebounds when our projections call for it. 77% of the games that Turner has played in this season, he's been at 10 rebounds or fewer. So with all of that, pretty easy to get under on Myles Turner tonight. And we'll throw one more pick your way, looking at Jabari Smith of the Houston Rockets, and he's going to be going up against the Sacramento Kings. And another guy, we're going to look at the under here. The number is 22.5. We're projecting 18.6. Jabari Smith's been under this number in 6 of 7 games. So enough things there. Very easy to get under. Again, you want to keep an eye on this throughout the day because there's always going to be surprise scratches. There are quite a few game time decisions that will impact not only that one player, but all of his teammates, and it's going to drastically change some of these projections. So be sure to stay locked in. Stokastic.com, those free projections there, and that will update throughout the day. That'll update even after the contest begins at 7:30 Eastern time with some of those later games, and you can find some players that way as well. That'll be a lot different than the field because a lot of people, 7:30 Eastern time, they set it and they forget it. You want to stay active with that because you can still change these picks as long as the guys don't start their games. So utilize Stokastic.com for all of that. I'm Pete McCarthy. Good luck.